All right, time number 2. My phone keeps ringing. So we're going to multiply and divide decimals. The procedure the textbook gives you is the following. Multiply the digits or the numbers as if there were no decimals at all. So that's the first thing that you want to do, and you're going to see some examples of this. Then, where do you put the decimal? Well, you find the total number of decimal places in the factors. The factors are, of course, the two numbers that you multiplied together. Place the decimal point in the answer, the product, so that the product has the same number of decimal places as the total in number 2. I know that sounds very confusing. Let us look at it through the examples, and I think it'll be easier. So once again, for 1a, you multiply the numbers as if there were no decimals at all. So that's just 6 times 3, which is 18. Now, you count the number of digits to the right of the decimal in both of the numbers that you are multiplying. So here's the decimal. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to the right of the decimal. So what you do is you start at the end, and you're going to move your decimal back 4 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's where your decimal point goes in your answer. So as you can see, you're going to end up putting 2 zeros there. So your answer is 0.0018. All right, let's do 4.23 times 0.5. So again, you multiply the numbers as if there were no decimals at all. We're just going to do 423 times 5. So 5 times 3 is 15, carry my 1. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, carry my 1. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Okay, now we go up into the two original numbers. Past or to the right of the decimal, there's 1, 2, 3 numbers past or to the right of the decimal. You start at the end, and we're going to move our decimal point over 3 places, and that is where the decimal goes in your answer. Let's do this one. Well, we know our answer is going to be negative. How do I know that? Because I'm multiplying a negative times a positive. So let's not worry about that. Let's multiply the numbers as if there were no decimals at all. And again, I'm ignoring the negative. My answer is going to be negative. I'm not going to forget that. So if I multiply 382 by 4, well, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry my 3. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Now, how many numbers are there to the right of the decimal place in my two numbers that I am multiplying? Well, there are no numbers here to the right of the decimal point. Over here, there's a total of 1, 2. So I start at the end, and I move my decimal point back 2 places. My answer is 15.28. Oops, I almost forgot it was negative, but I caught myself. And it's negative because you're multiplying a negative and a positive. So now for these last two, you could, if you wanted to, multiply these two huge numbers as if, and excuse me,